In the previous video, I talked about the importance of learning soft skills for developers. I told you that if you want to achieve the highest level of success in the software industry, learning programming languages is not enough. So, welcome to the second video from the Super Senior Developers tutorial playlist. Many experienced developers believe that a successful developer should have learned at least 3 to 5 soft skills well. If you are looking for a job and going to job interviews, you need to include these skills in your resume. Of course, resume writing and job interviewing skills are also considered soft skills. In this video, I want to talk to you about a small part of the most important soft skills in programming, teamwork skills. The most important skills are different when we talk about various jobs. Therefore, these skills are probably the most important soft skills only for developers and maybe for some other job. By contrast, teamwork skills are probably not the most important skills needed for a car salesman to succeed. A successful car dealer definitely needs persuasion skills more than teamwork. So now, I want to tell you what teamwork is and how can we improve these skills by ourselves. Teamwork is a collaborative effort of a number of people to achieve a specific goal. We work as a team to reach our goal faster and easier. Sometimes it has happened to me that I have accomplished many tasks faster and easier when I have done them alone. It is important that teamwork helps us achieve our goals in a more efficient way. In most programming projects, it is impossible to implement that project without teamwork. Sharing knowledge between developers is one of the most common methods that helps to increase the quality of software products produced and reduce errors and mistakes. Many of us have expectations of the team we work for, but as developers, we have to ask ourselves what the team expects of us. Answering this question makes you more qualified to be an influential member of a team. Everyone and their mother has told you that success in programming requires teamwork skills. But the question is, as an individual, how can I be more influential in a team and improve my teamwork skills? Or even, what exactly are the teamwork skills? It is very difficult for me to answer these questions in one video. So as I said at the beginning of the video, let's focus on a small part of teamwork skills. The most effective teamwork skills are the communication skills. Friendly, respectful, honest, and transparent communication is always effective in successful teamwork. It is interesting to know that communication skills are themselves made of a broad set of skills, listening and nonverbal communication to name but two. So let's learn together how to be a better listener to improve our communication skills. First of all, I highly recommend reading the article How to Be a Better Listener on the New York Times website. Secondly, if I want to summarize my understanding of this article, I have to point out two very important points. Busy minds and electronic devices are the most important barriers to listening actively to others. And pre-planning at work and in life can help you have a clear mind, so you can focus on what your colleague, your boss, or your employee is saying. I had a colleague who, whenever he spoke, caught my attention with the excitement in his voice, and I thought he was interested in having a great conversation, but whenever I started talking, he would pick up his cell phone and start typing with his thumbs and not listen to me at all. Sometimes he would read something and even laugh. He was not interested in conversation, he was just interested in speaking. You must have met such people. You should try not to be like this. When one of your co-workers comes to your room, close the laptop, turn off the monitor, put away your cell phone, and listen intently. Another negative type of listening is that when someone is talking, you wait all the time for them to finish talking so you can start talking. During this time, you will never listen to your colleague and you are just preparing your own sentences to say. Some people think that talking is like a battlefield. As the enemy fires its missiles at them, they are preparing their weapons to fire. Another practical skill that this article teaches us is what its acronym is WAIT, which stands for Why Am I Talking? When you have a conversation with your teammate, you don't listen to judge. You listen to understand and help if you can. Let me quote a sentence from the article. In 1957, two American psychologists, Carl Rogers and Richard Farson, coined the term active listening in a paper of the same name. It's definitely worth knowing more about the term active listening, because in order to have a good conversation, it is not enough just to listen and nod your head, but you need to do better. So let's keep learning. If you want to understand active listening well, I highly recommend reading the article What Great Listeners Actually Do from the Harvard Business Review website. What was interesting to me from this article is that in a conversation, we should not look like a sponge and absorb what the other person is saying. Instead, we should act like a trampoline and amplify the speaker's thinking. This means that many people mistakenly think that a great listener is someone who does not say anything when someone else is speaking and is completely fascinated by what the speaker is saying. The authors of this article believe that an above average listener is someone who supports the speaker by making suggestions, cooperating in conversations, and interacting with the speaker in order to build his or her self-esteem. Another thing I learned from this article was that every conversation requires a certain level of listening skills. The authors of this article introduced 6 levels of listening skills. 2 points in these 6 levels were very thought-provoking for me. First, how important nonverbal communication is, especially eye contact. Because in many cases you have to show the speaker that you are listening to him or her, not only with your ears, but also with your eyes. I will definitely talk about nonverbal communication in detail in the next videos. Second, when someone talks to you about a problem, you should not inject your problem into his or her words. To succeed in a team, you must first listen well and then help solve the problem. Don't seek to always be selfish and only care about your own problems. So, in this video, we learned how to be a better listener and even an active listener. Leave a comment for me below this video and write who is the best listener you know and why. If we ask your colleagues who the best listener you know is, will they say your name? If not, practice the tips you learned from today until this happens to you. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like it. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to watch more videos on this topic.